Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're talking about some Olight stuff. Of course, they have another sale going on, as they usually do. And I'm going to get into this. This is the Ostation. I was very excited to try this out. The Ostation X was featured on a Kickstarter program. So the people who backed the project and funded it, they got these things early. So we got some information about it, which is pretty cool. This is a first time, just took it out of the box. Going to set it up with you and talk about how it works a little bit. So I'm excited about that because I think this is an awesome solution for charging. This one is a AA version. This is offered with or without batteries, and the prices do vary depending on, what level of Olight membership you have. But for the general public, this is generally going to be $120 for the power station and the adapter, because this runs on a USB-C. All right, so having a wall plug, it would be highly beneficial for the extra juice if you plug this obviously into your, computer port or whatever, any other source for the USB-C. It might be a much slower charging. So you get the adapter, the actual power station, and 2 packs of batteries is going to be $150. It's $120 without the batteries, all right? But you're still going to get the adapter, of course. And if you got 4 packs of batteries, it's like $160-ish. And again, that's all going to change depending on, what level of membership you have. But besides this, I'm going to show you the actual flashlight that I got, which is awesome. This thing is super classy. So this is going to be the free option, right? So a lot of people end up getting this for free, but, if you're not one of those people, or if you missed the sale completely, this retails for like 13 bucks. So full price is still obviously very affordable. This is the I3E EOS. This is in their porcelain, which is a super classy like engraving. I don't know why, this just it just looks really classy to me. It's a simple, design on there. This is the very simple on-off. It's a single AAA. This, not this specific one, but the I3E overall. This is my highly, recommended flashlight for gifts. Now the holidays are over, so not a lot of people are giving gifts, but these are fantastic, like stocking stuffers, additions to birthday gifts, all kinds of stuff, because you literally you turn it on, you shut it off. That's it. It's a twisting head. Once it makes contact, it's on. There's one mode. You can't mess this up. You could be 5 years old or 100 years old and be able to use the flashlight. You don't have to figure out different modes and clicking and turning and twisting and on and off, all that kind of stuff. This is just simple. So these types of lights are fantastic. Plus, it's a good size overall for your keys. So this Ostation X is in AA, but they're working on a AAA version, which I hope to get. And there's actually an option to kind of daisy chain these, which is cool. I'll show you in a second. So I'll have them, next to each other. But I use a lot of AAAs as well. All right, so I do use the single AA batteries and AAA batteries for most of my EDC flashlight options. So it'd be really cool to have both of them set up together and have batteries at the ready. So let's take a look at this real quick. So here's the front of it. All right, I'm gonna give you this kind of an angle. I will angle the camera up once I have everything set up, because it sits upright like this, like a little computer tower or something. All right, so the top here is where we're gonna load all of our batteries. It has a sliding top. The only thing I will say is this seems a little flimsy. It's a cool idea, but it's just, it seems like, thin plastic. I'm not sure if that's something that would have an issue at all ever. But that was my initial impressions in opening it, is like it's keeping dust and dirt and grime out, which is important. You don't want to get it dirty in here because then it's not going to function properly. But I don't know. I don't know if it would be easier to have a hinging door. This is just what they decided to do. And we'll see long term, after a year, 2 years, how this is holding up for people. But you throw them in there and you can see they're, they will fish their way down. You could put a ton of batteries in the station. All right. Then the whole center portion here is where all the action's happening. This is going to be charging the batteries as well as analyzing them. And there's even a little tray here. If this light comes on, it spits out batteries that are no good. All right, so there's a little readme in here. This is basically saying that you want to double check the terminals, make sure they're nice and clean, because it's going to read the batteries, and batteries that aren't charging properly, if the voltage is off or there's some kind of issue, it just spits it out basically as a bad battery. However, it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. You have to, again, clean those terminals, put it back to the station. I would say after 2 or 3 rotations, if it's still spitting it out, it's probably no good. It could be an older battery that's just depleted. It just doesn't charge the same as it used to. So, you just get rid of it, and so you have fresh cells. So that's actually a really, really cool option. Then once it's done charging, it drops it in the bottom here, and then you have a toothpick dispensing type system here. It's all I can think of is like when you go to the Chinese restaurants and takeout places, and they always have that, some kind of a toothpick display. and you know, you push this down and it dispenses one toothpick at a time. But that's how it works. It'll dispense a battery at a time. Once you dispense it, I'll show you in a second, but once you dispense the battery, you can push it back in too, like if you didn't want it. You just, you know, push it back, and depending on how much batteries you have in there, it'll push right back in. So yeah, this is USB-C on the back, but we can see we have 2 ports, all right? So I'm gonna use the left port here, but when they have other stations, you can daisy chain this, so you have one power source going in here, but you can put another cord into another station. Now, I'm not sure how many it supports, if you can put 5, 10, 20, I have no idea, but I'm just looking for 2. I just want one AA and one AAA. But if you like just solely use, let's say, AAAs, maybe you just want 2 AAA stations, you know, so the option there is actually really cool. So again, this is just a USB-C, all right, obviously on both sides, but they do give you the adapter. All right, so we have a wall plug here, so this way we can go, you know, have a direct plug into the wall for a power source. So I'm gonna do that right now, plug this in, we'll set this up, throw some batteries in there, and take a look at it. All right, so I have a power strip just off camera there in the back. So that's plugged in now. So you can see a light here. Now it's important to note that when it is blinking, it's setting up. When it's solid white, it's off, okay? So that's when you could open the top and insert your batteries, which we're gonna do right now. All right, let me give you, hold on, let me give you a better angle of this so you can actually see it, right? So this system came with 2 packs of batteries. I want to say, we're going to count them in a second here. I want to say there were 18 each. I'm sorry, not 18, 8. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, there's 8 packs, or 8 cells rather, in a pack. So we have 16 batteries. And of course, you get the bigger one, you'd have 32 batteries. So what's super, super cool and very helpful is that this is not specific to one direction. You can have them with positive left or positive right, does not matter. There's no direct orientation, which is very helpful. So you can sling in a bunch of batteries and not have to worry how they're going in. All right, but you can see they're all funneling down. Let's open the other pack here. I'm assuming these are not charged. And you can put other batteries in here as well, any AA cell. Alright, we'll close a little trap door. Alright, so we're all set up here. Push the button. It's going to go green. That is the analyzing stage. It's going to analyze the batteries. Now, what's really cool and not cool at the same time, I just opened this. I just wanted to kind of get this on camera for you guys. But there's an app. I didn't download the app yet. The app gives you all the information, all the different options. I wish there was a display here that also did that. So it's a downside that they don't have it here. It's a positive that it's convenient on an app though. But the app not only will show you what batteries are in there, it'll be like a picture of the station, but it'll show what batteries are in there, as well as, you know, exactly what each battery is charged to. So it gives you a really detailed explanation of what's happening and how long you have to wait, essentially. So now you can see the blue LED that's, you know, circling is the charging process. All right, and obviously it's going to go through, you know, each set of batteries and then drop them down when they're done. So the app also gives you the option for fast charging. Now the fast charging seems pretty cool. So it'll obviously charge faster, but this charging on the standard mode is actually really quiet. The fast mode is going to use higher energy. It's going to heat up, so you have a hotter charging situation. The fan that's built in is going to kick on. So if you don't want the noise, the standard's like low and slow, simple. But if you really kind of need batteries quick, you can have the option through the app only, which again is a negative. I feel like there should be a button for fast charging on the physical machine. Who knows? Maybe you lost your phone, it's in the other room. Whatever the case is, I don't always want to use an app. I want physical options. So to me, that's a negative, but not the end of the world. But yeah, the fast charging, like I said, it will be hotter and louder, but it'll charge faster for you. So that's a nice option. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's going to charge these batteries, drop it down, and we're going to dispense them when they're ready. I'm going to leave this actually charged up and out of the way. I'm going to film some other videos right now. But I wanted to share this with you guys. I think it's really cool. I'm always looking for different solutions for battery charging. I have a ton of different chargers like that hold 4 cells, 8 cells, you know, little 2 cells that plug right in the wall. I've had the gambit of all these things, and I obviously testing flashlights and using them in my, you know, personal life. I'm constantly going through batteries. Although I do actually prefer alkalines, just for the convenience, and obviously AA, AAA, I can buy a bulk pack relatively cheap. I mean, I have like a battery daddy case. I buy a bunch of batteries once a year. They last all year long. But I do frequently still use rechargeables. Rechargeables in many cases, and flashlights, they'll offer literally more light. It's just a better situation to be able to reuse them like that. So, you know, and I know a lot of people use them. They're very popular, you know, so it's always pros and cons to everything. But as far as rechargeables go, a station like this is really beneficial. The form factor is a little weird. It's a tall, skinny tower. I kind of dig the amber see-through thing. That's kind of cool. You can kind of see what's going on, like a little vending machine or something. But it's just kind of tall and skinny. I wish it was more, I don't know, like shorter, boxier, if that makes sense. But we'll see. I'll find a space for it. Obviously, it's going to sit on a desk somewhere or out of the way. But yeah, that's super cool. I'm very excited to get the AAA. So I got them both there, and then all my EDC lights, excuse me, are just completely set. Whenever I need batteries, not a big deal. Come down, boom. There you go. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I do want to show you something. So since I moved this and tilted it, there's obviously an error. So you don't want to mess with it. You know, just set it and forget it. But again, it's nice as a visual here. I kind of hope that there was a LED readout and it would give you all the information the app had, but physically on the machine. That to me is a downside. And then again, that top, you know, sliding door, that's a worry. I don't know if it should be or not, but we'll see with time. But overall, I think it is super cool, very convenient. I think a lot of people are going to really enjoy using these, especially if you just go through a ton of batteries. I mean, I don't have kids, I have flashlights, you know, but if you have little kids, I'm sure all the toys come with batteries, or need batteries rather, and to be able to use rechargeables and have them on tap is a really nice option as well. So anyway, that's it. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Let me know down in the comment section if you do get in on the sales, what you guys picked up. Of course, they have tons of other cool stuff. I'm sure you'll see tons of other YouTubers, you know, show off that stuff. But my big focus was on this guy. This is just cool. It's just a new way to charge batteries. So I'm into it. But that's it. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video.